Well, the man who invented the game, Dr. James Naismith, became Kansas's first head coach. Amazingly, the only coach they've ever had with a losing record. Phog Allen, one of the winningest coaches in the history of the sport. Larry Brown cut down the nets in 1988 with Dandy of the Miracles, and what a 15-year run it was for Roy Williams. This is as historic as there's as much tradition here as any place in America, and Bill Self is well aware of that and the expectations that come with it.
Well, he just really embraces it all and does a phenomenal job in his own right, just like Roy did a magnificent job. Averaged 27 wins a year. Bob Frederick, as you look here at the coaching resume.
To Tulsa to the Elite Eight, Illinois to the Elite Eight, Kansas in his first year to the Elite Eight. Kahn at the line.
Bob Frederick, the athletic director, really made a great call when he was the AD to hire Roy Williams, because remember, he was a 10-year assistant. There were a lot of head coaches that wanted this job. It's one of the real plum jobs in college basketball.
Sometimes you just need a chance, and a guy like Billy Gillespie had to wait a while before he got a chance. And look what he's done with it at UTEP and A&M.
There are a lot of guys out there. All they need is that opportunity.
Law to pull up. 4-point game.
He loves the last 5 minutes. He wants the ball in his hands. People say if he would play in the first 35 like the last 5, it'd be all world.
Closest this game has been since late in the first half. It's a 6-0 run for the Aggies.
You know, you're right, Dan. They've taken every hit possible, and yet they're right in the ball game.
Rush.
Really digging in defensively. And that's what keeps them in the game. They keep playing hard defensively, execute offensively, don't panic. This is a good Kansas team.
Chalmers, the high arcing three is long, and the rebound comes down to Kansas as Kavalauskas is called for the foul, his fourth.
That's the fourth on a big fella.
So both big guys for A&M have 4.
Hey, you talk about seeding possibilities right now. If I were giving you my top 4 seeds, I go Florida, UCLA, North Carolina, Wisconsin. Florida over in San Antonio. You put UCLA out in San Jose. You put certainly East Rutherford, New Jersey, North Carolina, and St. Louis. I put Wisconsin.
Well, you're turning bracketologist on me.
Well, you know, have a little fun right here. Let you think about it. Number 2 seeds, I go, and I know you're not going to agree with me, I go Duke out there in San Antonio. I go with Ohio State. I go with Pittsburgh and Kansas.
Kansas, certainly, if they could win this and continue on and maybe run the table in the Big 12, certainly would play themselves into consideration for a number 1 seed. But we got 5 weeks to go until Selection Sunday.
Yes, sir. He's going to flip-flop. Free throws right now. This becomes so magical, the clubs. If you convert on a free throw line, usually get to the winner's circle.
Robinson knocks him down. The lead is 6. Here comes Collins.
He was 13 for 14 on a free throw line against Texas A&M last year.
Great rotation going in the backcourt right now with 4 strong perimeter players and 3 of them on the floor at all time. And they're on their feet.
And they really don't get any deficiency when they go to their bench. Patience. I love the way these kids execute. Even though they're behind, there's no panic. There's a double up. You got to come out of that double up. Finally, he looked to the right side. Great rotation down defensively by Chalmers to get that ball. His dad on the coaching staff.
Right. Double team by the big guys. Kahn will reset.
He's doing a great job helping one another. See the little help right now? Then I got a little switch.
Got a mismatch.
I got a mismatch.
Yep.
Got a switch.
Knocked away by Jones. Boy, he is playing hard considering all the foul trouble he's had here tonight.
And it looks like he's limping a little bit as well.
We're at Allen Fieldhouse, Saturday primetime, presented by DirecTV with Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews. I'm Dan Shulman. A battle for first place in the Big 12. Kansas dominating on the glass, turning those rebounds into second chance points, and leading by 6, less than 2 minutes to go with SportsCenter next here on ESPN.
There's a must possession right here. Must possession.
And he got it. AC Law again.
AC Law in the last 5 minutes, my friends. Use the right hand in the lane. Got an old-fashioned 3-point opportunity. There he is. Splits the defense. Protects the basketball. What a clutch player. As good as clutch as there is in America.
How about this, Dick? In a win over Oklahoma last weekend, a close game. Law scored 12 of their last 13. We mentioned the shot, which is what it's known as down in College Station, that beat Texas last March, 7 straight points late in a recent win over Baylor, 10 straight points in their first round win over Syracuse last year late in the game. He does it time and time again.
And that's really blew my mind when I saw those numbers and stats in the last 5 minutes. Oh, they're going to win a lot of games this year at College Station.
Well, 2 years ago, these two teams met in this building in the conference opener for both schools, and it was the first time that Bill Self opposed Billy Gillispie. They are best friends, Gillispie having worked on Self's staff at both Tulsa and Illinois. Antoine Ryder with a jumper, less than a minute to play, tied it at 58, but then Alex Galindo, who later transferred out of the program, hit a tie-breaking three-pointer, and the Jayhawks went on to win 65-60. There are no more easy games against Texas A&M.
They've also done a great job upgrading their facility. The scoreboard they put in. They're also going to have a groundbreaking ceremony. They actually held $21 million. So look here.
Here's what's at stake tonight with Texas losing earlier today to Kansas State. Tonight's winner takes over top spot all by themselves in the Big 12.
Spending $21 million on a brand new practice facility. The commitment is there, my friends.
Can't wait to get down there for the Monday night game against Kevin Durant and the Longhorns, 9 p.m. here on ESPN.
Should be special. Talk about a big rivalry. Kicks off rivalry week for us. And Wednesday, North Carolina, Duke. And don't forget about the women on Thursday night. North Carolina and Duke, both unblemished, undefeated.
Kansas ball with 1:38 to go and a 3-point lead.
Oh, he got a mud down right here. They missed it. He perfectly tackled Sasha Khan.
Pompey and Khan getting all tangled up. Play continues, and they're going at it again.
Oh, there's a lot of bumping and grinding up there.
The Kansas bench wants an intentional foul called on Pompey, but they're not going to get it. And they're saying, come on, Pompey's just fouling Khan to put him on the line.
Exactly.
Khan on the season is a 53% free throw shooter. The art of committing a foul that is intentional without getting called for the intentional.
Exactly. And the art of coaching to know that you want to put the right guy on a free throw line. That's part of the coaching expertise on that sideline.
1-1 for Khan.
And watch him, you surprise everybody, knock them both down.
Nope. Well, the strategy paid off big time for A&M.
That was Jimmy Valvano at his best when he won that national title in '83.
That's why Pompey was in the game. Now he's gone out. Kavalauskas has come in.
Get the ball now. We see long. Good things happen. When this guy's got the rock, he wants to clear out. He's going to get the screen. He's going to go opposite the screen. He's going to go there. He's going to use the screen. They jump out on him.
Jones for three. The putback by Kavalauskas and one.
What a terrific offensive rebound. That's been the story of Kansas. AK on the glass. This club's got a lot of heart. They got a lot of heart. There's the jump shots on the brick, but there's Kavalauskas using the left hand. What heart they have. Win or lose.
Yep.
I mean, most clubs with a folding intent against the emotion, the passion, the intensity of Kansas.
They play with great toughness. They play with a chip on their shoulder. They're not intimidated by this environment, and they're a free throw away from tying this game with a minute to go when Kansas, for a while, held a double-digit lead midway through the second half.
You know, in 48 hours, they're getting all kinds of national TV exposure. They're trying to get that program around the nation. People will be aware and alerted.
They're 18-3, 6-1 in the league, ranked 8th in the country. They were number 6 earlier this year, the highest ranking in a program history. And they brought a few folks with them from College Station.
Their 3 losses to LSU, UCLA, Texas Tech. They really don't have a statement victory in terms of major. They got a win over Kansas State, a win over Oklahoma State.
Both at home. Let's check in quickly with Aaron.
And with all of Texas A&M's success, guys, Billy Gillispie has turned into quite of a superstar or rock star in College Station. His radio shows are packed. People want his autograph. He is turning it around now.
They want his autograph, Aaron. He's also the most eligible bachelor in College Station. He's the most eligible bachelor.
Dick, we've got our first tie since 30-30 late in the first half.
Remember, Kansas has won 11 in a row at home after losing to Oral Roberts. They have a 31 consecutive win streak against the Southern Division.
Right on the backdoor feed from Robinson. Kansas leads by 2.
Two veterans step up. Robinson to right. Nice little tandem right there for the Deuce. 31 in a row against the South. Kansas at home. Nice little play right to the basket. Very strong. He's got such terrific ability. You talk about a kid with multi-talented skills.
A hard-fought battle here tonight in Lawrence. A&M has never defeated Kansas. Kansas has beaten Florida and Oklahoma State back when the Cowboys were in the top 10. 2-0 against top 10 teams. And Kansas 31-0 at home against teams from the so-called South Division. The 4 Texas teams and the 2 Oklahoma teams in the Big 12. From what you've seen tonight, are both of these teams contenders to get to Atlanta?
Oh, I think there's no doubt you got to put them right in the mix. I think when you take Texas A&M and you put them on a neutral floor, they're going to be so tough to beat. I would not want to play them. Kansas, we know how good they can be. We saw them on a neutral against Florida. Absolutely, you put them in there as one of the dozen teams that will have, in my mind, a chance to win it all.
A&M with the ball, A&M with the arrow. Both teams with a timeout remaining, both teams over the limit.
Hey, LSU went to the Final Four last year and had to use a dramatic shot to beat this team.
Long can't turn the corner, and it'll stay to the Aggies, 18 to shoot.
Remember, Carter can shoot the 3. He's one of the best in America.
Even Jones has knocked down a couple of threes tonight for the Aggies. The ball into the hands of A.C. Law. He'll loft a 3.
Oh, is he living up to his reputation? Oh, Mr. Clutch.
A&M on top. Kansas timeout. 20 seconds to go. What a comeback by Law and the Aggies.
And what about Law? What about Law? Is he living up to all the numbers?
Phenomenal. We told you time and time again how many games he has taken over late, and tonight's another one.
He wants the ball late. His game just goes up to another level. Forget about knuckleball. It doesn't matter. It is down. I don't care if it's a Hoyt Wilhelm or Roger Clemens. The bottom line is it's coming out of that hole. It's coming out of that net.
Well, rivalry week is coming your way. Monday night, we've got A&M hosting Texas, which is a terrific rivalry. You've got Duke and Carolina with Mike Patrick on Wednesday. Duke and Carolina women on Thursday. Arizona, Oregon. Kansas, Missouri is always a terrific rivalry, regardless of what the records say. And then a week from tonight, we'll all be in Lexington for Florida and Kentucky.
I was telling a bunch of writers today. They said, you're acting like a kid when they saw me in a crowd with all the students. I said, are you serious? Think about it. I'm here today. Texas and Texas A&M on Monday. Duke and Carolina. Kentucky and Florida. And you're not going to get excited?
A&M with a lead. They're down by 10, 11, 12 at various points of the second half. These tough kids from College Station are on top with 20 seconds to go.
The most dangerous play right now will be the offensive rebound. So many times you concentrate and play tough on the basketball late, and then it's the missed shot that's converted for a score.
Collins is on the floor right now for Bill Self.
Remember, he has
Chalmers is the guard. There's 6 players standing on the floor right now for Kansas. Somebody's got to get off the floor. There are 6 Jayhawks on the floor.
Somebody's got to get. He took them out.
And Jackson is going to be the guy who comes out. Boy, that was something.
Got a little nervous there, the coaching staff. Hey, you're pretty good at math, counting those players. Hey, right now you got to watch dribble penetration and the dump off. And the guys that can penetrate, certainly Chalmers and Collins. And then it's the offensive rebound. Watch the offensive rebound.
Robinson looking inside, picked up his dribble, finds Chalmers.
There's the penetration.
The floater is short. A&M has it. 5 seconds to go.
Wow. Will they be celebrating in College Station?
A.C. Law is going to go to the line, a 77% free throw shooter. They know they're that close, but they know they haven't accomplished it yet. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Law, who has made big shot after big shot down the stretch.
And it could be the first win by a team from the Southern Division on the road here in Rock Chalk Jayhawk land. Still plenty of time on that clock, Dan.
1-1. So calm at the line. The guy who almost transferred out of the program when Billy Gillispie took over. They were butting heads. They finally saw eye to eye, and it's been the biggest reason why this program's moved into the top 10.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If he converts this right now, I would not give Kansas the look for a three. I would not give him a look for three. I would put full guard pressure, and I would foul and not let him shoot the three.
Kansas is out of timeouts. That's A&M's last timeout. A.C. Law, who by his standards had a relatively quiet first half, simply took over the game here in the second half.
Well, that's been really the story of his senior year. He's been really a special player late in the game, as good as there is in America. He's been Mr. Clutch. He's been a PTPer. He's been super considerably sensational. See, right now, Dan, what I would do is pressure so they can't bring the ball up quickly, take some time off the clock, and then I would not allow him to shoot the three. You certainly don't want to foul him while he's shooting the three. I'm talking about as he's advancing the basketball.
If you're Kansas, there are a number of options from beyond the arc. Sharon Collins, 44%. Brandon Rush, 41%. Mario Chalmers, 38%. But will any of them be able to get a good look?
Too many things have to happen to beat you if he goes. People say, well, they're afraid about the missed free throw and the tip-in. There's so many things would have to happen to beat you in that sequence. I think the three-point shot with guys like they got that can shoot is too high percentage for shot.
It was 62 to 52 for Kansas. A&M is on a 17 to 4 run to take a three-point lead, trying to beat the Jayhawks for the first time in Aggie history, and trying to take over sole possession of first place in the Big 12.
Couldn't knock him out when they had him on the ropes. Every time it looked like they were going to be able to knock him out, they came back with a big play.
See, now you like that boxing analogy too, huh?
Yes, sir.
This team, the Aggies, take a punch as well as anybody in America. Let's see if Kansas has one last answer.
See, I put some pressure on the ball. I'd get right up on the baseline. I would not even let him get a look from the baseline. So he's letting him get a look.
Into the hands of Collins.
I would pressure that ball.
The handoff to Chalmers. And A&M wins here in Lawrence. For the Aggie program, beating Kansas here at the Phog, 69 to 66 as the Aggies erupt in celebration out at midcourt. Boy, you got to hand it to him. They earned this one, Dick.
Oh, I said earlier, what heart and guts they demonstrated whether they win or lose. You could see the incredible, unbelievable poise they had. They never panicked when they fell behind. I thought that was the key. So many teams you see, they fall behind against a quality opponent and they try to rush things. See, I would never let them shoot this.
They looked like they got the play they wanted. Collins with the handoff to Chalmers. The three didn't go. Three-point win for the Aggies. Aaron Andrews standing by with a winning coach.
First win in Aggies history over Kansas. What does this effort mean to your program tonight?
It means everything because they're such a good team. It's a team that's capable of winning a national championship, and they really with us most of the game. We just hung in there, made some shots, really performed well down the stretch when we had to.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but this man is shaking right now, Dan. He's so excited.
All right, Aaron, there are a whole bunch of folks down in College Station equally excited, and we're going to see them all on Monday night.
We'll see him on Monday night. His stock as the most eligible bachelor just went up and up.
A dejected crowd here at the Phog. A huge win for Billy Gillispie and the Aggies as they beat Kansas 69 to 66. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Dan Shulman, saying so long from Lawrence. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Sports Center is next here on ESPN.